Hey guys, welcome back to the C Morning Show right here on C Today. Now, the majority of remote areas in Indonesia are in need of infrastructure development to connect villages to one another, such as roads and also bridges.
That's right. The construction of bridges in remote villages is essential to facilitate the activities of rural communities who must often cross large rivers for school or work.
True, very true. And also joining with us today is the director of Sahabat Pedalaman, which is Mr. Wafiq Zuhair, a non-governmental organization that is committed to buildings, bridges in Indonesia's remote areas, to be specific. So, Mas Wafiq, thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you.
We're so interested in this bridges, building bridges. Okay, let's get into it. So, can you tell us more about your organization, Mas Wafiq?
Okay, thank you for your opportunity. Sahabat Pedalaman is our organization, or in English we mean friends, also best friend for remote areas. We are the non-governmental organization that focus on improving quality of education, infrastructure, health, and economic empowerment in remote areas of Indonesia.
Okay.
We start our organization in 2021, and until now we have 220 programs with more than 28,000 donors and more than 10,000 beneficiaries across the Indonesia in 16 provinces in Indonesia, especially in remote area.
So you mentioned there's 220 projects, if I'm not mistaken. Now, why bridge is your main concerns at the moment? So why bridge?
Okay, this is an interesting story because honestly, in the first, when we start our organization, this program is not our main program.
Oh, okay.
Because as we know, when we build a bridge, requires a lot of funds, right? Requires a lot of, it is a big project, it's a big responsibility. So in the first, we start with the individual impact, individual program, like we give a package for a teacher, honorarium teacher in the remote areas for improve their welfare. And we give health assistance for someone who suffer with the cancer or rare disease, like facial cleft. But one day, our volunteer, or we call them by local hero. Local hero is someone who have high sense of empathy for their surroundings. They told us that in Muarakulam village, there were children had to swim the river, across the river to go to their school.
Every day?
Every day.
Wow.
Every day. Because the school are located in the other side of the village.
Right.
So every day they have to go to school by swimming, right? We can imagine we located in Jakarta, in capital city. We easily, if we want to go to everywhere, we just take our phone, just order to, wherever we went, right?
We have the map on our hand.
We have. But in the middle of the forest in remote area, they have to struggling. They have to like every day, and when the river flow is very strong. The schools were forced to close.
Of course.
We can imagine if the rainy day, how many days off.
So I wonder if the teachers can go to school.
You
probably live in the area with the students.
That is so true. So that's why, therefore, you and also your team, your organization, is you are actually mind-focusing on building bridges itself. Okay, so we want to know more about the bridges. What are the criteria in selecting a location to build a bridge?
Okay, first one is it is located in remote area for sure, because it is the name of the program, right? Second one is frequently used by children, students, or villagers to go to their farm or garden. Third, building bridge is the only way, is the only solution to connect two or more village. And the last one, it's the most important things, the villagers have to commit to build the bridge together.
Okay.
So you always involve the villagers to actually build these bridges.
Like, of course.
How do you work together with the local government? Like, are they involved with any of this project or?
Yeah, absolutely. in the first step, we collaborate with the local government, and we are so grateful because in the last month we got award from the government, Musirawas Utara Regency, because our contribution to build 3 bridges in the Musirawas Utara Regency.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, you and also your team are mind focusing in one island right now at the moment, right? In
South Sumatra.
South Sumatra.
Yeah, South Sumatra.
Right, but there is always an opportunity to expand
absolutely.
The bridges, right?
Yeah.
To build the bridges. Okay, so we want to know more of how long, how much time do you and also your team needs to work on the bridge until it's finished?
Okay, we need time just about 15 up to maybe 30 days for build the bridge. Yeah.
Wait. So back it up a little bit, Ms.
Okay.
Wafiq. So it's 15, so that means more or less like, we can say like 2 weeks until a month.
Yeah, that's right.
That's very quick, don't you think so?
It's quicker than I was expecting.
Right. Does it, is it depends on the length of the bridge maybe, or the structure that you build?
Yeah, the bridge we built basically is a suspension bridge with soft moorings. The bridge use stone and use concrete embedded in the ground for the steel slings. This bridge has 2 types of the footings, as I mentioned before, wooden footings and the iron footings, based, depending on the people who pass, intensity of the people who use them, and depending on the geographical area. Because in our case, we built a bridge in the middle of the forest, so we use wooden footing so they can maintain by themselves.
And it's more, it's more long-lasting.
Of course. Yeah.
But here's another question. For one bridge, have you ever measured or calculated how many kgs can actually the bridge hold?
Excuse me?
How many kilograms?
What's the weight?
Yeah, what's the weight?
How's your testing?
How many people can actually?
For one bridge,
Yes,
how many
for one
people
bridge,
can pass through the bridge?
The weight.
Oh, the weight. Actually, I don't know how many kilogram, but we ensure that we make a rules that everyone who pass the truck, maximum 3 people.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and 1 motorcycle take turns.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it fits a motorcycle too. So are you an engineer?
No.
So how again, back to that question, it's like how do you test to make sure like the bridge is first is secure and it's gonna be everlasting? Because like is it? I'm assuming this is not temporary bridges. Like you want it to be a long-lasting one. So what's the stress test for the bridge?
Okay. Actually, we have expert team who make sure that the bridge is good and long-lasting. But sorry, what the question?
How do you stress test the bridge to make sure? You have the team, as you mentioned.
Yeah, we have a team, expert team, to make sure that's.
There's always a special, person who can actually calculate, because I'm sure this is a well-known organization.
It's very technical.
It's very technical, of course. Now, Ms. Wafiq, what are the challenges in building bridges that you and also your team had done?
Yeah. First one, the most biggest obstacle is funding, right? Because as I mentioned before, it needs a lot of funds, a lot of money. And Sahabat Pedalaman is basically the crowdfunding platform. We raise with individual donors, we gather the donation. It's very challenging, but one day we got a chance to present our program in the national television like this. So after that, we got called by one donor. They give us 100 million rupiah to complete the funds of the bridge.
Right.
So give us an idea how much is one bridge can cost us, and then are most of the funds coming from a donation, or like how do you raise funds? Again, back to the government. Are the government involved in funding those bridges, or how is it working?
Okay. We actually collaborate with stakeholders, with government, with companies too, with the big platform, crowdfunding platform in Indonesia like Kitabisa, like Benih Baik. We collaborate with them. Basically, we need 150 million rupiah until 100 million rupiah.
To make one bridge.
Yeah.
So one bridge costs
depending on the length of the bridge.
Okay, so the minimum price would be 150 million.
That's right.
Until 300 million to
Yeah.
build a bridge, a safety one.
Yeah.
A good one. Okay. So we want to know, is there or were there any objections from the locals maybe, or any obstacles that you faced with the locals when you were building the bridge?
Okay. Basically, we had a lot of obstacles, but most of not from the local, but from the weather, right?
All right.
Because if the rain came, we have to stop our job because there are so many electricity tools, so we have to stop the job. But it is a dilemma because if it not rain, we can through to the village because with the boat, only with the boat to go to the village. Right?
Okay, just using the boat.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, Indra.
Now, you focus right now in South Sumatra, you mentioned.
Sumatra.
So how many bridges are we talking so far right now that have been built, and what does it look like? Like, are you guys going to expand to North Sumatra, to Java, and then how many bridges do you have any goals yet for the end of the year?
Right now, we built 4 bridges, 3 bridges in Musirawas Utara Regency and 1 bridges in Musirawas Regency, all in South Sumatra. But we hope in 2024 we can build 10 bridges, not just in South Sumatra but also in other area of Indonesia like Kalimantan, like East Nusa Tenggara and other area.
Oh, that's so good. So in total, you and your team have built 4 bridges.
Yeah.
And the goal until the end of this year is to make 10 bridges.
Yeah.
I like the idea already.
How does it impact the community, the locals right now? Like, what's their recipients with the bridges that you have built?
Okay, I think it is a very good program. It is very impactful program, not just for education, as I mentioned before, not just for children, not just for teacher, but also for economy.
Yeah.
Because from isolated area to the open area, even there is tukang sayur, vegetable merchant, they can enter the village because of the bridge.
Yes, Indra. This Bapak Tukang Sayur is a lifesaver. I can tell you that for sure.
And
we didn't even realize, like, it's such a simple thing, but it helps a lot. Like, just to transport those
I like
items.
it. I really like it.
Because before there is no bridge, the villagers have to rent the boat to bring their agricultural produce.
Of course.
And it costs around 300,000 rupiah.
Right, okay.
And after the bridge was built, it just costs for motorcycle for one way is cost 10,000 rupiah.
There you
for
go.
1 liter of gas.
They can save up 290,000.
Improving their income.
I like the idea so much, Mas Wafiq. Okay, so again, we wish you all the best for you and also for your team, and of course, the upcoming bridges. And again, more donation from people. So if people wants to donate, Mas Wafiq, if they want to, be part, if they want to contribute, where can they go or contact you?
Okay. If you want to donate, we have platform sahabatpedalaman.org. You can go to the web and you just choose the program you interest and you can donate whatever you want.
As easy as that.
And as you mentioned, there's over 200 projects, so it's not just the bridges, a lot of things that you can help. So again, if you guys want to help out, again, this, mention it again,
Sahabat Pedalaman. ORG, yeah.
And then you guys, people can find you also on Kita Bisa and crowdfunding and
Yeah.
All right, Mas Wahid, thank you again for coming on the show. We'll have more interesting stories after the break, so stay here on the C Morning Show.